So I went out yesterday to film a load of footage and the camera died after 10 minutes. So, but a couple of people have asked on Insta to do a walk round, show what I've done, what I plan to do. So I thought I'd come to a quiet little car park that I know. A couple of lads with the football there. So this is Ruby. She's a 2004 CBR125R. And there's my L plate that fell off. I've had about a year. So when I got her, this damage was already on. I think what we'll do is we'll flick to the phone camera. So yeah, that damage that was already on there. I've put this on, help carry things. I've got my cup holder, get some funny looks with that. Obviously I've done the tail tidy. That is a result of when the bike got stolen not long after I bought it, and they smashed the number plate light off, and to get a replacement part it would have meant the whole back bit under here, and it sort of comes down. It was about £250–300 for an OEM part. So I went on Amazon and I bought this tail tidy, and I chopped the old, you might not be, I don't think you can see, I chopped the old tail off here and installed this. The wiring, I need to tidy that up. That was a result of having to change all that. This side is slightly bent because I backed it into a wall out of my shed. Do you mind? I'm trying to film a video here. Gear shift needs changing because there's a bush gone in here. So that's got a lot of play in it, and that's why you heard me saying this lever is pissing me off. That's it, that's the lever. It keeps sticking in neutral. My L plate fell off. You can see where it's snapped, so I'm gonna have to buy a new one. So that's Ruby. So other things I've done, obviously I've gone over the tail tidy. I've changed the indicators to LED, and that was a proper faff. I changed the relay, changed the indicators, but the light on the dash here was creating a bridge, so it was as though hazards were coming on, all four were coming on at the same time. There was a kit that I could have bought that was about 20 quid, which would fix it, to wire it in, but I just took the bulb out. It works fine now. I thought, remove the bridge, remove the bulb, remove the bridge, remove the problem. So I wired this here for the left, this here for the right, to give me an indication. Somebody decided to rip the wires out of that one, so I need to rewire that. Other things I've done, I've changed the ignition barrel, because again, when it got stolen, I needed to change the ignition barrel. And when I did that, the points in the barrel that I bought was bad, and I needed to hotwire it every time to start it until I got this one. While I was waiting for this was an OEM part. So this is what this switch is. It was connected to the ignition, so it was like on, off. That's now been disconnected. Nothing connected to that yet. I might put the camera, when I get new cameras for on the bike, I might wire them through that. I tried putting a camera mount at the front. It didn't stick, as you can see, even though I'd cable tied it in, drilled a couple of little holes and cable tied it in. It rattles about too much. Headlights, I've upgraded those to xenons from the standard bulbs. It's had brand new stanchions and fork seals, as when I bought it, it had been sat for a long time, and the fork seals had gone. So I looked at the state of the stanchions and I decided to change them at the same time. No extra cost in labour because the stanchions had to come off anyway. New front tyre. When I first bought it, because the old one was rotten. I've been told it's got a race down pipe, but it's a stock can, which is blowing a little bit. You can probably see the scoring, so that was already there, but that looks like a small drop by the previous owner, or a previous owner. So yeah, it's blowing out of here a little bit, nothing major. For the gear lever that's rattling on the other side, I'm going to get some new rear sets, some adjustable rear sets. They're about £100. These new clips, because the clip was broke in there, and a couple of clips up here that are broke. I think that's what the rattle is. A bolt fell out of there as well. It's nothing major. The other one's still there. I don't know where the other one went. She needs a clean, but I keep forgetting. So when I got her, she was on just short of 12,000 miles, and we're now on 17,612. So I've done about 5,500 miles in 12 months that I've had her. I did put bare end mirrors on and they fell off, so I found them, took them back. You've hopefully seen the video. If not, go check it out. So I've gone back to the mirrors that were on it, but they don't match. See, that's more oval than that one. That's more pointy. I think that's changed the chain and sprockets as well. Put new chain and sprockets on. Cleaned the carb out as well, because again it had been sat for a long time before I bought it. So cleaned the carb out, and now it runs brilliantly. Oh, and a new battery. So planned upgrades: changing the levers and the master cylinder for the front brake, because that's gnarly. It has had new oil put in there when I bought it, or this has been done as well. USB charger, and there's also another one under the seat. So yeah, I want to change the levers to adjustables, and it's got the set I've seen. It's got a new master cylinder, everything. I think when I do that, I'm going to also upgrade the brake lines to braided hoses. Rear suspension I'm going to do, because again that's old, gnarly, so I'll give a new. Brakes are fine. Again, it had new brake discs when just after I bought it. I replaced the brake discs. So that's a little walk round of Ruby. She rides fantastic. Starts every time. So yeah, I do plan on getting a new exhaust can as well to make her a little louder. She's not the loudest, and everybody keeps telling me she needs to be louder, so that's what we'll do. Also, another modification that another mod that I do want to do as well is the rear tail light. Now I've seen on eBay a new tail light with integrated indicators, so as I can take these indicators off and I've integrated into the tail light, just to sleeken it up, smarten it up a little bit. These that I said that I put on the sides, obviously this needs rewiring. Well, they both need rewiring and doing neatly. It was just a temporary job at the time. But these were originally in here. I bought them to go in here for the front, but I was informed that you just couldn't see them flashing. So I thought, right, well, we'll take them off, put a new set on. What else have I done? Oh, the timing, the cam timing tensioner, which is this thing here. I think that was about £20, and I did it myself. Basically, it's a bar that sort of pushes against the cam chain to keep it tensioned, and that mechanism had broke. I think just over time. Ordered a new one. I think it was about £20, and it was as simple as undoing the top nut and the bottom nut. The whole thing slides out, and the middle screw, and the whole thing just comes out. Put a new lot in, and it's got a little tab, so you put it in, and then you bolt the top and the bottom, pull the tab out, and it's spring loaded, so it shoots out, pushes against the chain, the cam chain, keeping it nice and tensioned, and doesn't mess with your timing. So yeah, you could do with a new rear tyre, but it passed an MOT. So that's Ruby, and if you're wondering where the name Ruby, why I called her Ruby, because she's a red gem. She is an absolute gem. So that's where she got the name Ruby. I do have another one of these straps for the back, but I don't really use it. Sometimes it's easier to put stuff on the tank and sort of sandwich it between my arms. A few people have mentioned the tank pad. Some people love it, some people hate it. Let's go around this side. Yeah, some people love it, some people hate it. Some people think it's tacky. I like it. If you don't like it, well, don't look at it. Simple as. So I'm going to leave this one here, guys. And thank you for joining me. If you're not subscribed, please do. Like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, double tap the dislike button. If you like it, single tap the like. Alright guys, thank you very much. See you next time.